take 10 years to build. So you have to ask yourself, are you willing to put up with that for 10 years? Now, I have talked to a lot of people too, and they would take light rail to Westgate. The reason I would like to see the downtown redeveloped is to have a draw that would make people come to the downtown on light rail. If it came downtown now, what would be the draw? Why would people take it? I don't know that they would, but I believe they would get on it in Mesa or Tempe or Phoenix and go to a game, go to a concert, go to an event, or go experience what it's like out at Westgate. I would disagree that people will go to a game and immediately leave. If you talk to the restaurants out there, people go before and they stay after events because of the atmosphere that's there, and they love it there. Coming downtown, there are a couple of problems. Many of the property owners that own land in the downtown do not want light rail now because it would be so disruptive. And the businesses that are downtown, and I've been downtown in business for 16 years, could not exist if construction took place now. So you have to be careful about saying that light rail coming will make the downtown a success. I believe just the opposite. If you redevelop the downtown and you put those amenities into the downtown that make it a draw, light rail can and should be incorporated into that redevelopment plan. Then people can use it, and they will use it, and they will come to our downtown. Thank you.
I appreciate the city's master plan and appreciate bringing the light rail into the downtown area. But as we all know, our economy is down, and it's projected to continue to go down in the next 2 to 3 years. In fact, a lot of people say it's the worst economy that they've ever seen. I think it's a great idea, but as Mr. Golay said, it would adversely affect the businesses in this community, which would mean the city taking in less revenue in sales tax, which would mean businesses going out of business because they cannot compete with all the construction in front of their business. So it's a great question, and I appreciate it. I think in this economic time, we have to stop the spending. We have got to look at ways to keep people in their homes. I see the sports stadiums filled to capacity. Kurt Warner's one of my great heroes. I see people driving from all over the state coming to the sports facilities. So at this time, I think the light rail shouldn't even be discussed. And maybe at a later time, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road. We cannot afford, one, to continue to spend taxpayer dollars. As Mr. Goulet pointed out, $500 million of our dollars. Yes, there's grants, but $500 million of our taxpayer money going to light rail. Let's hold off. Let's find ways to bring jobs in. Let's find ways to keep people in their homes. Then 2, 3, 4 years down the road, we can talk about light rail. Thank you.
Well, as one of those property owners on Glendale Avenue, I guarantee you I don't want it going down Glendale Avenue. There's no way. You would have to destroy most of the buildings on the side to get it to go. Now, another avenue is maybe to be considered in the future, but at this point, light rail has been pushed out to 2026. That's a long ways out. I don't think I'm going to be real worried about it at that point. Now, do we need to plan for transportation enhancements? Definitely. But Phoenix has no incentive to pay for light rail to come into Glendale. And why would they? I totally understand why they would not. Now, they might have incentive to put it down I-10 and up to Westgate and out to the West Valley. That might work. But to bring it into Glendale, I don't see them spending millions and millions of dollars to do that for us downtown. It's just not going to happen. So I do think we need to enhance our transportation, but at this point, light rail is not the way to do it. Thank you.
I too had read that they were postponing it in the paper till 2026 or whatever it is. Right now is not the time to disrupt anybody. Phoenix isn't going to share an extra dime with us. We don't have an extra dime to share. I would like to see it come to downtown. I don't care if it goes to Westgate too, that's fine. I don't know that Glendale Avenue is going to be the place it's going to come to. It might have to pick a different street because of the hometown cozy thing. We'd be destroying the very thing we cherish. So I am for light rail. when the money is available. I think the economy is going to take longer than 3 to 5 years, and that's when it will stop, and then it'll build after that. So we're going to have to be patient. I mean, we all want it yesterday, including in my household. But we're all going to have to make sure that whoever is in office is the person that's going to make the correct decision and represent your opinions. That's the most important thing.
You know, when the discussion of light rail first came up, I thought it was a great idea to bring it through downtown Glendale Avenue. And then as I got